Twins. Josh Billings. Chapter 1. Twins. A shortish, simple word. But what does it really mean? To anyone who ain't one, it just means two people who look alike. Or if you're not identical, another sibling, like an ordinary brother or sister. Only an actual twin could understand the true meaning of the word. Bond by name and nature, that's us. We never needed friends growing up, because we've always had each other. We even spoke in unison at times, like our brains were wired as one. Inseparable. Closer than close. I think you're getting the gist now. But even though we never spoke about it, we both knew there was going to come a time we would have to venture our separate ways. Spread our wings, so to speak. Meet a woman, get hitched, have kids. That's what was expected of us, wasn't it? Sometimes in life, though, things don't go to plan. Also, living up to expectations can prove to be difficult, especially if you've had a fucked up childhood like we had. Issues from the past can fester in your nut, like a rapidly growing brain tumour, which results in you acting impulsively and doing silly things like hurting people very badly. Anyway, enough waffling on. Our names are Beau and Bond, and this is our story. Summer 1993. Stop mucking around. That ain't funny now. You're scaring me. Jamie's face had fear stamped all over it. His eyes a look of disbelief. This ain't no joke, snapped Beau. Someone has to pay the price for Tammy's death. I won't be allowed to be with Jolene otherwise. It was you who got the pills off your so-called mate. Therefore, if it weren't for you, Tammy would still be alive. Get it? But I was doing you a favour, argued Jamie. You asked me if I knew anyone who sold them. I was just being helpful. How was I to know Tammy would keel over on one? Well, helpful you weren't. Tape his mouth up, Brett, ordered Beau. Let's get this over with. I begged Beau once more to reconsider. This was beyond awful. It was cruel, sadistic. Just fucking do it. Now, hissed Beau. It was an accident. I'm sorry, okay? Please don't hurt me. It's madness. You're my brothers and I love you, pleaded Jamie. Beau glared at me, so I shut Jamie up with masking tape. He struggled and wriggled while begging for forgiveness, even fell off the metal garden chair at one point. But Beau had tied his wrists up, so there was little he could do to stop me. We ain't related by blood. We're stepbrothers, spat Beau. And blood's thicker than water, Beau added, tying Jamie's feet to the chair. The garden was totally secluded and the neighbours were away anyway. Jamie's eyes looked sad, yet startled, like a petrified animal who knew it was about to die. I pleaded with Beau once more, to no avail. We got to do this. You know we have. Man up, for fuck's sake. Ready? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I looked into the swimming pool, expecting Jamie to drown. But then he resurfaced, and his head burst open, covering me and Beau with his brains, blood, and gore. You not up yet? Beau Bond lifted his arms in exasperation. Didn't you hear me calling ya? Your breakfast is getting cold. Brett sat up and put his head in his hands. I must have finally dozed off, and I wish I hadn't. I dreamt about that day, and it was so real. Apart from the end bit. Jamie's head sort of blew up and his brains flew all over us. It was proper horrible. You need to get up and pull yourself together. Have a cold shower. Brett glanced at his unfeeling twin, then shut his eyes to blank him out. 16 years old, they were identical in most ways. Tall, lithe, brown eyes and straight blonde hair, which they both kept in place with gel. Overall good looks. They dressed well too, often went shopping for designer clobber. It was their personalities where they differed. Their humour and tastes were alike, but Beau could be heartless, disassociated from any kind of feelings almost. What they'd done to Jamie hadn't affected Beau one iota, yet he was still having nightmares and feeling terribly guilty. Come on in, chop chop, ordered Beau. Brett put the quilt